Guys, today is the day. Welcome back to first round coverage of Shoot 'em Up Showdown Ultimate Shoot 'em Up Tournament starring Jeff McKenzie, Mr. Tight White, Longshot, and BlastMode 7. Links to those channels are in the description down below. As you can see, there's only one section remaining that we need to figure out what our first round winners are going to be, and then we can move on to the second round, which is exciting. So as you can see, our first matchup has Exesius coming to us from the Taito Legends collection on the Xbox. Really awesome game. You should get this compilation disc if you don't have it. But let's check out some Exesius. Exesius is going up against a Game Boy Advance game. Very awesome game. Sort of little known. Not a lot of people know about this game, but it's Iridian 2. Matchup time! Exesius from the Taito Legends collection versus Iridian 2 off of the Game Boy Advance. Both of these games are awesome, awesome games. I definitely recommend buying one of these games, if not both of them. It's sort of unfortunate that they've met in the first round because both of these games could actually go the distance. But if you're going to buy one of these games, I definitely recommend Iridian 2 for the Game Boy Advance. Very colorful, looks great on a TV if you've got a Game Boy Advance player for your GameCube. You get to kind of choose your levels and stuff, so there's sort of that element to it. There's so many different power-ups, and just all around a great game. And that's why Iridian 2 is advancing into the second round. All right, you can see our next matchup here. R-Type Final on the PlayStation 2. R-Type Final is going up against a game off of another compilation disc, and that game is Last Resort. Comes to us from the SNK Arcade Classics Volume 1. Even if you're not a fan of shoot 'em ups, I definitely recommend getting this. It's got Metal Slug and Turf Masters, Shock Troopers, all kinds of good games on here. So let's check out some Last Resort. Alright guys, as you can see, you know, these two games sort of play similarly. But if you're going to get one game, it's got to be R-Type Final for the PlayStation 2. So many ships, so many different weapon variations. And again, not a very expensive game, but it is getting up there. R-Type Final moves into the second round. Alright guys, here we go. This is the matchup of the ages. A first round final is what we're going to call this, because these two games could easily make it to the final of anybody else's bracket. It's just they were unfortunately paired up against each other in the first round of this bracket. So the first game, I did a Let's Play on my channel not too long ago. I got some really good responses from you guys about how badass this game looked and that you were going to go out and buy it. And that is Aki Katana for the Xbox 360. Akai Katana, Shin. すみれ、はい、椿さん。Aki Katana has the very difficult task against going up against one of the most infamous, one of the most awesome, and one of the most coveted shooters on the PlayStation 1, and that is Einhander. right, guys, matchup time. This is going to be difficult. Aki Katana on the 360 versus Einhander for the PlayStation 1. Although Aki Katana is an excellent shoot 'em up, it's affordable, it's co-op. You get 3 different game modes on this disc. It's colorful. I love the explosions. Great high score game. And it's just all around awesome. It doesn't stand up to Einhander in the respect that Einhander is a pure ass-kicking shoot 'em up. This game will test your patience, it will test your will, and when you finally get to that next level by figuring out which weapons go best in the particular level, you're going to be satisfied. You're going to be over the moon, and you're going to want to keep playing. If you can afford to get this game, this is like a $100 game, then I definitely recommend getting Einhander. Einhander, you're moving on to the second round. All right, now that all the drama's out of the way, we do have one more matchup left at the bottom of the bracket here. We've got Star Force, which comes to us via the original Xbox Tecmo Arcade Classics collection. Again, I love compilation discs. Even if you're not a fan of shoot 'em ups, this is a must-have. But let's check out some gameplay from Star Force. Star Force is going up against a Super Nintendo game that sort of falls into the Darius Gaiden family, and that game, baby, is Super Nova. All right, guys, match up time. Supernova versus Star Force. Which one is better? I think there's going to be a clear-cut winner here. Just personal preference. I'm a huge fan of the Darius series, and although Star Force isn't a bad game, it's just not as good as Star Force. So Star Force, you're moving on to the second round. Congratulations, buddy. You got Einhander in the second round. What do you think of that? That shit sucks. Yeah, I know, right? All right, guys, that is going to wrap up not only the red section of our bracket, but that is going to do it for the first round. So, whew, here we go. Now we're going to start cooking with fire. As you can see, we've got Iridium 2, R-Type Final, Einhander, and Supernova all made it to the second round. And I think we might pick up the pace on our tournament, and we'll do all of this side of the bracket and all of this side of the bracket. So you will get 2 videos of all second round action. And then from there, guys, it's all the way to the finals. So we may only have 3 shoot 'em up showdown tournament videos left to do until we have our bracket champion. Guys, I want to thank you so much for being here. What did you think of those selections? Any of these games? Tell me what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. And like I said, don't forget to check out Tight White, Longshot, and BlastMode 7. They are all competing with their tournament brackets. Check out their channels. Links are in the description down below. And guys, pew, 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 pew. Keep shooting them up, and we will see you next time.